Hi, welcome. I'm Steve and welcome to my garden. Today we'll be looking at our onions. Some of them are starting to bend over, so it's time to get them out of the ground, and some I might leave in a wee bit longer to grow a bit more. The varieties I think I'm going to be lifting most today is walla. Most of the tops are bending over, so hopefully we have a big crop with pretty nice bulbs. Shall we see what we're going to do today? This is the onions that I planted from seed in July this year. This first two rows here are called Italian longkeeper. Those are the ones I'm going to leave for a wee bit longer, but the massive how big this onion here is. The trick is to, when you're growing onions, they like a lot of nitrogen when they're young, to get produce a lot of leaf growth. So each of them, one of these blades here represents a round on the onion. So this one's got a fair lot of blades on it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 14 blades of onions. So it's going to have about 14 rounds of onion on the bulb, and it will thicken out, and it's how this is made so big. Next longer beside it we have 6 rows of walla, which this front part I'm going to leave, but at the back they're just falling down, and see the tops are bent over. It's time to get them out of the ground. They won't do much growing there. Rain, probably the bulbs will start to rot. So they get, look at that, they're quite big onions, these. This one. Compared to last year, maybe about the same. And the next two are called red bunswick. I haven't tried these ones before, but they're quite big as well. At the back of the row there, some of them are falling down too, so I might just grab a few of those out. And the next what I've grown from seed is called Elsa Craig, and they haven't started to fall over yet, so I'll just leave them a wee bit longer, maybe another couple of weeks or so. Maybe in the middle of March, I might just pull them out. Shall we get on to it? Look at that. How big they are. They're walla. I haven't tried them before. I made a decision. I think I'm going to lift all my red brunswick out. They're not going to grow much more. If I leave them too long there, they might go up to seed. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet and pull those out, and I'll show you the results. These are my red brunswick. You know, they're quite big. So I decided I'm going to pull all of them out. Red onion's not meant to grow that big anyway, but yeah, look at that. It's a red brunswick. Look how big that is. I'm quite pleased with that. I haven't grown this variety before, so hopefully they'll taste as good. You know, you've got to be pleased with that, hey? You know, look at that. Last year was a phenomenal year for growing onions, and I think this year is going to be the same. So I'm quite happy with that. You know, yeah, look at that. It's nice. You know, got to be pleased with that. Red onions, yeah, the early type of onion. So I better get them out of the ground, otherwise they'll start to rot. You know, yeah, look at that, yeah. You know, some quite nice ones. You know, got to be pleased with that. Yeah, these are red brunswick. Yeah. There's these 2 rows of Elsa Craig. I put them last, so they're a wee bit behind. I've left some walla at the front here in just to grow a bit longer, and of course I got there's 2 rows here of Italian long keeper. You know, as I showed you before, you know, quite good. Better to grow your own seed. I started these off in July. Grew from my own seed, plants, and transplanted them in the ground. If you watched my other videos, you'd see how I did that. Yeah. So I'm quite pleased with today's lifting of the onions. You know, look at that. I'm quite pleased. This is walla, which I haven't tried before. You know, you got to be pleased with those. I'm going to dry them out, and we're going to have some good onions to eat. And these are, of course, the last ones I lifted up. These are red brunswick, which I haven't tried before either. You know, I'm quite pleased with these as well. You know, even the smaller ones, you know, good eating. Yeah, but there's a mystery though. You know, I'll put it in one plant, and you can see it's split in half. It's grown 2 onions. Look, I've got 2 of them, exactly the same. 2 for the price of 1. I've never seen this before. Have you seen it before? Let down in the comments below and tell me if you have or not. So I've got, you know, it's just split off, and then because there's only one that I planted, so how's it split in half and grown 2 tops and 2 bulbs? You know, I'm quite happy with this. It's on par with last year with my biggest onions I've ever grown, and it's all done with all organic, no chemical fertilizers. So I'm pleased with that, and you should be too. If you started growing like this, you can do it as well. As long as you keep a lot of water and a lot of nitrogen at the start, because you know, onions are what, 70% water, content in an onion. You know, see when the tops start, you know, they stand up like this. When the tops start to flop over, they finish their growing, and they won't grow much more than that. So that if you leave them sitting on the ground, they'll just rot around the roots. So that's why I lifted them today. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the video of me lifting the onions and how they grow and that. If you like what I'm doing, give us a thumb up, and the ones who's subscribed to me, thanks for watching, and the ones that's new, please subscribe. At least helps me out and makes my content more exciting for others as well. That's all for now, and keep safe. Ta-ra.